Hi guys, it's me Zem and welcome back to some more Dark Souls 2. Now, the audio is muted. Give me a second. I can't hear anything. Yeah. Sorry about that. Hello guys, welcome back to some more Dark Souls 2. We're here to play some more of it. Um, Last episode we defeated the last giant and we are planning on leaving the Forest of Forgotten Giants. To move on to the next location, which I totally forgot what that was, and this is loud, my ears are exploding. Give me a second. Thank you. So, now our next location, as I said, our next location we have to go to is after Forest of the Fallen Giants. It's also we also need to find a Divine Protection Ring. That's our next objective around here. And let's talk to...
Oh, you again? Go on. It's on the cheap for you.
Yep, so she's here now, and she now sells infinite amounts of life gems for 300 each. We can only pick up 7, but I'm going to pick up an extra 3. Just along with a couple knives. Probably 5 of them. Yep. So yeah, she, if you buy all her... I actually needed to correct this. I needed to correct that statement about what I said before about her. You don't get the... She doesn't move to Majula if you buy everything. She moves to Majula if you exhaust her dialogue and buy all her life gems. That way she comes here and you get an infinite amount. So now that we are done with that, let's get back over to... God dang it, I hate freaking... Okay, a little thing you guys should keep in mind for when you play Dark Souls or any Souls game. Don't play another Souls game afterwards, because quite literally you could screw yourself up. I recently just got done playing Neo for a little bit and that's a bit of a mess up on my part, because literally I literally tried to sprint with the A button, and in Neo, the A button is sprint. It's also the dodge button. And it's kind of sort of the interaction button. I keep pressing A to dodge. I hate myself. Alright, so if we wanna... Okay, no, he's not using anything. So if we wanna go back to the... Okay, I just got confused where I was. Hey, I can actually... Wait. I see you. Come here. No, don't you dare. Gotcha. These little Titanite little worms, these guys, if you kill them, you get Titanite. A free form of Titanite. The further the game, the rarer the Titanite. If I'm correct, if you go at least midway through the game, you start getting large Titanite and twinkling Titanite, which is used to upgrade stuff that's like more divine and things like that. Alright, you're done with. You've been dealt with too. My life gem that I used up back. So after you're done killing the giant, and after you're done killing the pursuer, what you should do, you should come back up here and deal with these bastards real quick. You don't have to worry about them ganging up on you later on while you're going to the stairs. Come up the stairs all the way up to the pursuer's boss room. Hopefully, I did mention in the first episode of Dark Souls 2 that I was planning on fixing the issue. I was planning on fixing the issue of the whole stuttering, because when I went to the video playback, I noticed that the game was stuttering. I found out it was virtual talk sprite at the bottom left. Apparently, if you have the talk sprite at a higher quality, it could on a lower end PC like me, it could potentially cause your video quality, just frame rate wise, to drop. So it's recommended to have it on low. It was automatically on very low, but I put it on low just so it doesn't look so, jarring. But at the same time, it looks decent, doesn't cause that issue. So once you get past the boss room, don't worry about that giant tree. That you have no need to use that yet until near end game. So you go over to this nest, and you may be wondering, what's the point of this nest? Well, this bird picks you up and sends you to the next location. Also got a new laptop stand, solely due to the fact that I needed one, because my old one was getting old and breaking. So here we are, Lost Bastille, or Bastille some people call it. Here's the first bonfire of this place. Let's interact with it. Now, I know I'm going to die somewhere in this game. I know that for a fact. And I know I'm not gonna... And I've already counteracted the special thing you get without using bonfires. Because in this game, if you were to beat the game without dying once, or without using a single bonfire, you will potentially be able to obtain... If I'm correct. You will potentially be able to obtain 2 rings. One for the left and one for the right, and those are rings of illusion. Basically makes it so that your left item and your right item are invisible. So if you're planning on playing PvP, or you just want to, like, pretend you have a phantom weapon, you can do that. It really just confuses people whenever they see you holding a either completely invisible or almost completely invisible weapon. Actually, it's completely invisible because you can't see it. But it's an interesting freaking ring, and if I remember correctly, if you were to sell it, it costs like freaking. Oh, actually, I don't think you can sell things in this game. And if you can, I don't even think it will be worth that much because it's a ring. Anyway, let's move on. I recently did beat this game, so if there's things that I do that seem out of place, that's why. Careful of these oil barrels, though. If you were to, for example, I did that, and now I'm covered in oil, so if someone throws a fireball at me, I will be lit on fire or take more damage.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls, and so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an...
So basically, Lucatiel, she's basically another one of those NPCs that will help you around boss fights. She's actually a pretty good knight, to be honest. I brought her into a boss fight at one point, and she was very evasive, but she was also a really decent distraction on the boss itself, because due to the amount of damage that she was doing as a whole, she was catching the attention of the boss off rip. And don't be afraid to kill these dogs. They're undead, and they're also one of the NPCs in the game that drop human effigies upon death, if you can get the drop. So if you ever need to grind human effigies, come after these puppers. gold pie resin. That's good for making my weapon lightning, if I ever need lightning. Over there is not really important, but what's the important place is up here and around the corner, which is over here across this bend. One quick second, I need to check this bend. I don't think I came here in my last playthrough. Actually, I did. I just said I was just douching around. I didn't know what to do. So you come up here and grab this, which is a large Titanite shard. Make sure to pick up all the Titanite shards you can in this game if you were going to play it, because they're going to be useful later on down the line. Especially if you need to upgrade stuff. Because trust me, upgrading things is going to be your best friend late game. I'll be careful, because over here is these guys who are armed with Zweihanders, and they will rush you like you are, like they're playing CSGO, and you don't want to get rushed by these guys, especially from the fact that they have Zweihanders. I got lucky there. If my swing wasn't wide enough, he would have killed me. And it's best for you to alert the two that are downstairs, because if you just like waltz in like you're gonna alert the guys to the left over here, and then you'll have 4 of them on your face, and you don't want that. Oh, never mind, 5 of them. Because apparently I didn't notice that there was a 3rd one in this situation. One thing's for sure though, their attacks are mighty slow, so their swing berth is very, very wide, so you have a chance of getting a free hit in. And I didn't know that if I were to have my, if you were to two-hand a sword and hit a heavy attack, you thrust. Because if you don't, you just do a wide swing that does more damage. There's more of you. This is where the game starts showing off its artificial difficulty. Mainly due to the fact that they have so many freaking enemies that just come out of nowhere and just are in places you don't expect. And to some people who play Dark Souls, this could be kind of annoying, and that's why people say people prefer Dark Souls 1 and 3, along with Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Elden Ring if it comes out, over the unfair difficulty or unnecessarily artificial difficulty of 2. But some people enjoy the artificial difficulty solely because artificial difficulty actually gives it, like, it keeps you on your toes. While the original Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3, along with Bloodborne and Demon Souls, including the original on the original PlayStation, original PlayStation 3, I believe, they'll have, like, difficulties based off of, oh, you have to be careful, and at any point in time something can happen. This game, anything could happen. And not to mention in the other games, there's a lot more consequences for doing things. Also, this door leads nowhere, so don't even try to, like, do some, like, stuff like, oh, jumping or something like that, or attacking. Just don't bother. That door leads nowhere. If you want to open it, be my guest, but it just leads nowhere. Over there, where I came from, over here and to the right is where we will fight the Flexile sentries. Now, as I said before, I am going to skip over the Flexile sentries because I am not in the mood to fight them. And I just realized I forgot to set my watch, so I'm going to have to cut it short in a matter of a few minutes. And since I was a little late to the party, I'm going to go to my watch to see how much time I have left in general. I've been here for around 15 minutes, so I'm going to go grab my timer. and I'm gonna set my timer down to 10 minutes. There we go. Now we need to continue. Now, unfortunately for me, in order for me to do the entire Flexile Sentry skip, I have to actually go back to Majula and head to a separate direction relating to this. Because over there is a dead end. You can't get past there. I do believe there's loot back there, but I'm not going to grab it yet. I'm going to grab it when I come back and loop around. But we have to actually go back to Majula. And unfortunately, for some reason, the game designers, or the designers for the level, like the level designers, kind of screwed up a little bit on the level design. Actually, they didn't really. What you're supposed to do in order to actually get across is you're supposed to get back to the first bonfires, you're supposed to come over here. And you're supposed to deal with that guy over there. Glad I bought the knives. But you're supposed to deal with the dogs down here. Now, luckily, I killed him, so I don't have to worry about getting myself killed. Use one of these, why not? Wait a minute. Since this is an explosion, can I just... Nah, it's a magic item, so it doesn't do that much damage entirely, so... I'm gonna have to be careful on this. I'm gonna take one of these just in case. I want to keep that last firebomb for later because I don't want to use up all my firebombs. The reason why I say be careful is because these freaking dudes can ambush you pretty hard and they'll rush you. But this leads nowhere aside from a chest, which I'm going to check if it's a mimic or not. Nope, it is not. It has Antiquated key and Covetous silver serpent ring. If I'm correct, this ring does... Yes, it increases the soul count for enemies, so you can get more souls. And there's no invisible wall, and you can't interact with that. Careful with that hole, it's there. It will always be there. And here we are. There's like no way to get back up. Whoops. Anyways. Try jog. What does jog do? To be honest, there literally is like no way for you to actually get back. So what you have to do is you have to use a... You have to either die or use a homeward bone. Luckily, we have Juanados. Now you're probably wondering, well, but Sim, why don't you just go to the next homeward bone after that? Not homeward bone, next bonfire after that. You see, my friend, here's the problem. The next bonfire is after the Flexile Sentries. And since you can't go back to this bonfire, you're boned. So, what we need to do is we need to ignore going to BASTILLE. BASTILLE will also be an important place later in the game, so what we need to do is we need to go over here. Now you're probably wondering, what's over here? What's the importance of this place? Well, you go over here, to the right. You following the path down. A long stairwell, so it's best to run. Don't pass up this chest, because you can lose sight of it, and there's some stuff in it you might want. Like the Crimson Pharma, which is a shield, which at the moment I just realized I have plenty of shields on me, but the leather shield is the best one that we can use right now. In the fact that we don't have any means of blocking anything at the moment, so we will be using the leather shield. And since we hit that switch, we can walk over here. pick up this loot. Soul of the Lost Undead and a broken thief sword. Broken weapons aren't that great because they don't do enough damage. But I have seen playthroughs of people play games and using broken weapons, so. And not only that, here we are at Hades Tower of Flame. As I was saying before, we don't have a bow and arrow, so it's best to come here first, in my opinion. Let's deal with this guy first. Shouldn't be an issue. Now that knight is a permanite, meaning he's dead. He's permanently dead. We don't have to worry about him anymore. And there's a bonfire down here. Now that we access the bonfire down here, we can further explore this area. Now, I'm only going to explore a little bit, since I only have 4 minutes left on my watch. And this guy, he has a club. He may look menacing, but his attacks are actually pretty easy to, if I had to say, maneuver around. As I say that, and I get literally ravaged by his attacks. But as you can see, you can easily time them, and they're slow. Also, that slam is really good, considering the fact that slam is reasonably slow. Or what I mean to say is it's reasonably, doesn't have a lot of distance to it. You can easily dodge out of the way if you need to. Sublime Bone Dust, that's used for, if I'm correct, upgrading the Estus Flask. Because the Estus Flask, getting the Estus Flask shards increases its Estus count. Originally, we would only have, if I'm correct, 1, maybe 2 drinks from the Estus Flask. While the Sublime Bone Dust, the shards increase that by 1, and it goes up to, I think, 12 to 13. The upgrade count for the Sublime Bone Dust goes up to, I believe, 5. And what that does is basically make it so that it gives us more Estus. Lloyd's Talisman, that's useful for waking up certain enemies. Now, this is the lever that you need to pull in order to actually get to that boss room, because that boss room stage is very tiny. And when you lift up the center platform, you'll be able to get there, as you can see. Now, I'm running out of time, so we're going to head back to the bonfire, and we are going to save. And by save, I mean the game automatically saves when you do certain actions, but technically going to the bonfire activates the save. Resets all the enemies, and once you leave it, the game saves up like that quickly. So yeah, that's all the time I have for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. If you guys liked the video, please give it a like. Give a comment if you want to see more of this content. And if you want to see more of this content and then some down the line, press the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You can always change your mind later, and it's totally free. Not only that, it's greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.